By far, the cutest look in the winter is to look like you were just kissed by a little bit of cold weather. And I think I've perfected it. So let's get ready together while I show you my everyday winter makeup. It's a beautiful glowy blush, pink lip, and super easy to achieve. Right now, I just have on some lip balm. The balm I have on is from Topicals in the shade Papaya. It's a really, really thick lip balm that has a little bit of like an orangey nude color to it. Feels really good on the lips. On a day-to-day basis, I don't wear any foundation, so I'm just gonna start with a concealer specifically under the eyes because I do have some darkness there. I'm going to use this one from Marcelle. It's in a shade a little bit lighter than my skin tone, which I find really brightening, and that's really what I'm seeking. For anything base related, I love a flat top brush. This one is from Naked Sundays. If I'm wearing foundation, this is also what I would be using to blend that in. I just find it so easy, and for me, time is of the essence, so if something will make the blending process go by faster, absolutely, it will be part of my routine. So the rest of my skin has some redness in it, but I find that it actually looks more natural when you leave the rest peeking through, especially because you're going to be adding blush and stuff like that. When you're cold, you naturally do get a little bit more red, so I'm gonna leave it. That was my dishwasher. Next up, we're gonna do a little bit of contour. My favorite contour is this one from Dior. I have the shade 01 Light. It's a cool tone. I'm just going to add it under the cheekbones, on the sides of the nose, and right on the tops of the forehead. I don't really want to look bronzy, but I do want to make sure that my face still has some definition. Blending that in with this e.l.f. brush. I've had this brush since I was in high school. I am now many years out of high school. It's lasted wonderfully, and it works like a charm. So as you can see, there's just a little bit more shadow under the cheeks to give me some more definition, but not necessarily warmth, because again, I'm not looking to look super bronzy or tan or anything like that. I'm gonna set my face before I go in with blush. The setting powder that I use is this one from Bare Minerals. It's their original mineral veil. I have it in like limited edition packaging, but it's just the original. I really like how it makes my skin look and feel. I don't have particularly oily skin. I would say I'm more dry leaning, normal to dry. It's a beautiful blurred effect, which I really like. We're going to blush, which is the most exciting part. For winter, like just kissed, like frostbitten cheeks, I feel like a berry is the best way to go, or like a more raspberry colored blush. There are a few options. I pretty much wear pink blushes all year round. I'm not a nude blush wearer whatsoever. So most of my blushes are that kind of color. So this one from Hourglass is probably the one that I wear the most. It's in the shade Diffused Heat. It has like a little bit of fuchsia in it. And then I also have this one from Clinique in the shade Smoldering Plum, which is a little bit more purpley, and I feel like a mix of both of these would look really good. I'm gonna show you one on each cheek first so you can see the difference. So on this cheek, I'm gonna go in with the Clinique Smoldering Plum. I'm just gonna use the brush that it comes with, because why not? Both of these have some shimmer to them, and I really like that. I like a shimmery blush. Again, makes my life easier because then I don't have to apply highlighter on top. That is Smoldering Plum. And then on this cheek here, I'm going to use Diffused Heat by Hourglass. It's a little bit brighter, but overall it gives a very similar effect. Okay, I'm just gonna balance them out now. Add some of the Diffused Heat on this cheek, add some of the Smoldering Plum on this cheek. And a very important step is to add it to the nose, because when you're cold, your nose gets cold. It's just part of life. So always add it to the nose, and I like to add it as well to the eyelids. I feel like it adds just a nice cohesiveness to the look. You might say I have blush blindness, and to that I would say, yes, I do. I'm gonna add a little bit of definition to the eyes. It's super easy. I'm literally just gonna use this color from my Chanel quad to draw some eyeliner on the edge of my eye, creating a little bit of a cat eye effect. I have really round eyes, and Sometimes I love them, but sometimes I like to elongate them a little bit. That's the fun thing about makeup. You can really play around and like change your look as you please. Super subtle, just put a little line on the outside of both of my eyes. Okay, this is the current look. I am going to put on some brow gel. This is my first time trying this one. It's from Iconic London, so let's try it together. My brows don't really need filling in. They are super dark to begin with, but they are unruly and they always go all over the place. Okay, so first impressions, it's kind of like a white gel. I hope that it goes see-through and doesn't stay white. My biggest challenge with any kind of brow gel is that because my hair is so dark, it either stays white or you can kind of see it because it is a lighter color, or throughout the day it gets white, that kind of thing. But so far, this looks really good. Come up close. They look like super combed through, which is all I really can ask for. Put on some mascara. I'm gonna try, I also got this new from Iconic London. It is their Triple Threat Mascara. Let's give it a try. It has a very interesting brush, super, super small. Oh, it's super dry too, interesting. Usually when you buy mascaras, like when you first open them, they're super wet. Not the case with this one. It does feel a little bit pokey though, which is why I generally don't love plastic brushes. So let's see the before and the after. You can see how much like the lift that it's given me. It did take a little bit of working to get there though. My biggest concern with mascara is the fact that it transfers. Since I have such big eyes and I have pretty long lashes, like the transfer of mascara is something that's inevitable, but some of them do it much more easily than others do. I just want to make sure when I pick a mascara that it's not going to transfer super easily. I don't love how that feels on the eyes. Like I literally feel like I'm poking my eyes out. But the result is nice. So it's really up to preference. A little bit of bronzer. I'm using this one from Lancome. This is my go-to bronzer. It is in the shade 02 Light. It is completely matte, and the thing I really like about this is how long it stays on the skin. The chin, the jawline, just to add some definition. Almost done. 2 more steps. The first one being an inner corner highlight. I like to use a baby pink color. This is an It Cosmetics eyeshadow stick in the shade Silk Armor, and just draw on the inner corners just to add a little bit of light there. And last up is lips. I'll give you 2 options based on your preference. So I'm gonna do one that's more of an everyday lip color, and then one that's a little bit bolder if you are a bold gal. Starting with the bold one, this is L'Oreal's, what's it called? L'Oreal Infallible 215 Drunken Rose. It is like a liquid lacquer / stain. You gotta shake it up. I'm gonna come up close. One swipe. There we have the first shade, L'Oreal Drunken Rose. Again, if you like a bolder look, this is a beautiful, just kissed. For me, it's a little bit too bold, especially for a day-to-day, so I'm gonna show you what I prefer to wear on the daily basis. Okay, for me, I love a pink lip, as you know, and I was recently gifted this by one of my best friends. It is the Dior Lip Glow Butter in the shade Lychee. It's a beautiful, vibrant pink. I'm not sure if you can see that. Vibrant pink, but it's a sheer color. Nice and hydrating on the lips. And just adds the most beautiful glow. And that's the finished look. Have an absolutely wonderful day, and I love you so much. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.